Hi, welcome or welcome back. I'm Marilee. Today I'm talking about abiding in the vine, being fruitful, and being pruned by the Lord. I'm reading from John 15. In verses 1 and 2, Jesus says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit." It goes on in verse 4 to say, "Abide in me, and I in you." The Message Bible says it this way: "Live in me, make your home in me, just as I do in you." If you are living in him, and he is living in you, he sees into the corners and the crevices of your heart. He sees the dust and the clutter. He knows what is on the top shelf of the closet behind the closed door. Nothing is hidden from him. Nothing is too big or bad for him to handle. But he doesn't want to leave it that way. He wants to bring transformation. And thus the pruning begins. So I wanted to read from a portion of the devotional Streams in the Desert from February 19th. It says this: "My dear child, are you wondering at the sequence of trials in your life? Behold that vineyard and learn of it. The gardener ceases to prune, to trim, to harrow, or to pluck the ripe fruit only when he expects nothing more from the vine during that season. It is left to itself because a season of fruit is past, and further effort for the present would yield no profit. It is profitable for us to be pruned by the Lord in our growth journey in him. In our own efforts, it just produces frustration and failure. It's like being in a revolving door going round and round, but never going anywhere, never going forward, never growing. So the Father prunes things that hinder our growth in him. He prunes away people that may be a bad influence in our growth. He prunes bad habits and also characteristics such as pride and stubbornness. God's kingdom is not like Burger King. We can't have it our way. Some examples of people in the Bible that were abiding in the vine. One is David, who became King David. When he was a very young man, he took on the Philistine giant Goliath, and Goliath was physically much more intimidating than David. He was much larger. He had more sophisticated weapons and armor, things to protect him. But he did not have God, and David did. That story is told in 1 Samuel 17. If you're not familiar with the story, David wins. Another example are the three Hebrew men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Their story is in Daniel 3. They refused to bow down to an idol, and they were thrown into a fiery furnace. They were expected to be burned, but they came out of the furnace not being harmed at all, not being burned or singed or even smelling like smoke. Another example of abiding in the vine is Mary and Martha. They were sisters, and they lived in a village where Jesus came to minister, and they invited him into their home. Martha, being a good Jewish woman, she went about preparing food for Jesus and the guests. And so she was busy in the kitchen. But Mary chose to sit at Jesus' feet and to listen to him teach. And Martha got upset and anxious about that. She thought that Mary should be in the kitchen helping her. So she voiced her frustration to Jesus. But Jesus said to Martha, no, Mary has chosen the good thing, the right thing, to abide with me in my presence. So I just wanted to close out this session talking about abiding with Colossians 1:10. It says to walk with the Lord, fully pleasing him, bearing fruit in every good work, and growing in the knowledge of the Lord. So I hope this has blessed you today. Coming in a video soon to you on this channel, I'll be showing you how I use these items to make my signs. This is another example. I burn that into this piece of pallet wood, and I'm going to be doing a demonstration on this piece of wood. It's just another piece of pallet wood, so I hope you come back for that. Have a blessed day. God bless you. See you next time. Bye.